Now we have been to Shangpin Intelligent Manufacturing Base, which is a vision factory in Foshan. Luckily, we invite my colleague, Mr. Lee, who is the Business Development Manager from Shangpin Overseas Department. He will introduce us with more detail within the vision factory. And today we have the opportunity to know more about how could Shangpin can mass produce the custom furniture under the assistance of about the innovative technology. So welcome to the show, Mr. Lee. Welcome.
Thank you, Marco.
Yeah. So Lee, could you introduce us with more detail and the capacity about the Vision Factory?
Yes, no problem. Hello, everyone. Our Vision Factory has a total of 6 factories in Foshan and Wuxi, and now we're at the 5th factory in Foshan. The construction area of the factory is about 200,000 square meters, and the maximum daily production capacity is 300,000 pieces of panels.
Wow.
And the annual output value can achieve up to 846 million US dollars. In addition to using the most advanced cutting machine, edge banding machine, and the CNC drilling machine from Homac, Germany, this factory has further upgraded its information system of its workshop. We have introduced a new RGV line, also equipped with a large number of robot arms, and we have over 18,000 intelligent storage space in our warehouse. So our factory has achieved a high degree of automation in the production of customized furniture. See, the most important thing is that all of our soft power of our factory, such as system or the software, is all developed on our own.
Wow, very interesting. So could we take a look at the factory right now?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So as soon as I walk in the entrance hall in the Vision Factory, I can tell it's such a difference between the Vision Factory and the other traditional factory. So as far as I know, there's an exhibition hall behind us. There's a lot of interest point and technology point Shangpin show to our guests. So let's take a look at the exhibition hall. So when I walk in the exhibition hall, the first space I can see is the development path of Shangpin Group. So I would like to invite Lee to introduce you about the development path of Shangpin. Thank you, Mr. Lee.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Okay, so our company started off as a software company in 1994, and then we stepped into the furniture industry in 2003. And because of our greatest advantages in the IT field, that we have been trying to develop our manufacturing and management system with our IT technologies. So later on, I can show you more about that when we tour about the manufacturing site.
Okay.
Over the years that we've been developing and faster growing, in 2017, we have been went to public from the Shenzhen stock market.
Nice. Okay, let's take a look at the next stage.
Okay.
So because of innovation of the technology and the business model, Shangpin has received the care and support from the government. And as far as I know, some of the governor from Guangdong province used to visit our factory. Is it correct?
Yes, you are absolutely right. I mean, our group of leaders has been granted an interview from the former Prime Wen Jiabao and the Wang Yang and also the Zhang Dejiang. So in the furniture industry, we're one of the big players, and we've been attracted all the different customers worldwide, either from government or from the business side. So all those records shows in here that shows that we're a very good big company that has been attracting customers coming from Western or coming from the European side. They always wanted to come over to our factory and to learn about our business model and also how we operate the manufacturings.
Nice, very nice.
I mean, all those different achievements has demonstrated that we are a very good company to depend on.
I see. That's good. So shall we go to the next stage?
Let's go.
So as we all know, Vision Factory is a digital factory, and we come to the data center, which is all the data can show a lot of information to us. So Mr. Lee, what can we tell from this screen, and what kind of information you can tell from this figure?
Okay, let me give you a brief introduction of this diagram and data. So as a company that stepped from the IT industry to the furniture industry, we pay great attention to the role of information and system in our production and sales. So the data and diagram here help us to better manage the entire system, including the sales, design, production, delivery, and installation.
Yep.
And here you can see that it is the MES dynamic diagram that we've been running for our factory.
And you can see here, it shows the real-time machine processing efficiency. And there are 3 different colors here. The green represents everything went well for the equipment. The yellow means that the equipment has been overloaded. And the red means that the task cannot be completed. So if one of the equipment is overloaded and the other equipment is underloaded, we have a scheduling system that will automatically reallocate the appropriate amount of tasks to each different equipment to ensure they are all running in a proper way.
So it's really amazing. It just becomes such a convenient for the factory management team to assign a job based on the working load data from the screen. It's also maximized the efficiency, right?
Yeah, I mean, each of our machines is combined with a computer and is in a back-end control system. We're using the self-developed intelligent technology and big data analysis that we have achieved transparency in the machine process information. The factory's control center is very clear about the working time, the production quantity, or the working status, and the other information of each machine. So the production information can be visualized. And therefore, even if the factory director is in some workshop, he can still see the working status of any equipment in every workshop through the mobile terminal.
So very nice. What about this one?
Well, this screen shows our design activity in each province of China. I mean, you can see that we have high design activities in the southern part of China and also the southeast part of China.
So I can also see the cloud design platform here.
Well, this is our cloud design data platform, which we continuously collect real-time solutions provided by our designers to customers across the country. In the cloud design platform, those solutions are transformed into data and used for analysis about factory to see what kind of space designers will be popular with the customers.
So what about these 2 screens?
Okay, the screens on the right side is our statistics on the age of the customers. When they buy something from us, we collect the data from them, and we found out that from the people, the customers that are aging from 30 years old to 40 years old, they are the biggest group of customers. And on the chart on the left side, we can see that we have different categories of the products that we're selling, and we put them into different groups of the collections. So as you can see, the largest group is the bedroom, and second is the dining room, and third is the kitchen room. So this is the data that will be collected from our from sales.
Awesome.
Very nice. I'm very impressed by what Vision Factory showed to our guests and our management team.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to the next stage.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Well, as you can see here that we have been awarded with so many different awards recent years. Mm-hmm. And this award is quite different for us because Vision Factory has been honored with this Model Enterprise of Smart Manufacturing. It is awarded by the Ministry of Industry and Information Technology. So it is something that we are really proud of. And we are the only company in the furniture industry to have this award.
Yes, very impressive. And I do remember that the largest cabinet manufacturer, Nobilia, in Europe, used to visit our factory, and they said Shangpin is more like a technology enterprise rather than a furniture company.
Right. See, our system and the technical capabilities has been an important backing force and driving our company's fast, rapid growth over the years. Mm-hmm. And last year, our investment in the research and development exceed over $30 million.
Wow. Okay. So after we've seen all the honor and the technology point, shall we take a look at the product, the showroom? Okay.
Yes, I would love to see.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So here we're at the showroom at the Vision Factories. I've seen that you've been here several times,
yes.
And I guess that you might be quite familiar with this showroom. Would you like to give a little bit introduction about this showroom to the audience?
Yes, I'd love to. And actually, this space is one of my favorite space, which is a loft condos displays area.
Right.
And as you can see, this is height is over 4.5 meters height. I mean, in China, the loft condo and the big house usually and getting more and more popular
Right.
to have such a height living room. I mean, for the RTA furniture, maybe it's difficult for them to fulfill the design like this using the full wall cabinet, using maximize the space like this. And as we can see, our designer separate the space into three area.
Okay.
The first one is we call a leisure area for receiving the guest. And the second one is the entertainment area, TV entertainment area. You can place the souvenir and the TV and some stuff in here. But also they use the upstairs space also. As you can see, the full wall area for the bookshelf. This is pretty space efficient.
Right, I agree with you.
Yes. So in this space, I would like to share one more tricky design in this loft condo.
Right.
So just below the stair, for RTA furniture, maybe it's hard for them to use up this space. But in Shangpin customized solution, we can use the space like this. The designer put the open space and a closed space for the storage. As you can see, we can open the door here, and you can put some stuff in this area. Yeah. So it's a typical example to maximize the space in your house or in your condo. So let's take a look at that one.
Okay.
That design is a pretty nice and kind of luxury style.
Right.
As you can see, this is we so-called aluminum glass door. Yeah, it's pretty a kind of a luxury style. And again, this is the open space for the displays, and this is some closed space for the book or some souvenir. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So, I mean, as I mentioned before, the condo and the big house are getting more popular in China, but also in some Western country or Asian country.
Right.
And actually, Shangpin's the target market is about the middle class people. The typical case for them is maybe the small space. However, in some overseas partners' data or in Shangpin the data, we can find that even though majority of the clients are from the middle class or the small space house, but a huge amount of the profit come from the large house like this. I mean, those kind of client, those kind of client are looking for some good design, but also need a customized solution, and they are pretty light the design surface from Shangpin.
Okay, it's really glad to hear that.
Yes. So after we've seen a lot of technology and the owner and some space introduction, maybe I think some of the audience are desperate to see the production line. So shall we take a look at the production line in Shangpin factory?
Yeah, definitely. We got to see the production line.
Okay, go ahead. So now I'm in the production line of Shangpin Group's world-class intelligent manufacturing base. And I would like to ask Lee to share more detail about Shangpin's production line.
All right. Thank you, Marco. Hello, everybody. The modern equipment is great, but what we're most proud of are the heart and brain inside the equipment, which we developed on our own. In a typical factory, it is usually the worker directs the machine for work. But here, as you can see, it is the machine directs the worker for work.
So Lee, could you explain our partner and audience with the production process and the technology strength?
Sure. We're now at the raw material sorting area in order to ensure that we have sufficient supply of raw materials for our manufacturing process. Surprisingly, that you can now see a worker here. We only have one robot arm work here 24 hours a day that can guarantee the supply of raw materials for all the equipment. It is actually through the integration of our information technology and advanced equipment that we realize sorting of raw materials from the central maneuvering instruction.
Nice. So we are replacing part of the labor work into the robots, correct?
Yes.
So now, as we can see,
the robot has already getting the board for production.
Right.
So was this production process used to be handled by worker?
Yeah, it used to handled by worker, and it needs roughly around 20 workers to accomplish the work of sorting the raw materials.
Wow, 20 people. And we can save a huge human cost after Shangpin applying the robot.
Yes, just because of this, we use the robot arm to operate the panel because it can provide with more accuracy and stands higher workload for continuously of 24 hours. The most important thing is to realize such work is the perfect combination of our independently developed system and robot arm, which can work as long as our central system needs instructions.
So, does that mean the operation system is self-reserved and developed by Shangpin?
Yes, it's totally developed on our own.
Wow, so impressive by Shangpin technology innovation. So, what is the role for this automatic vehicle?
It is called the RGV, which stands for the Rail Guided Vehicle. After robot arm prepares the material, it can be automatically transported to the corresponding machine through this RGV car for unloading.
Wow.
Yeah, so let's move to the next stage to see the cutting.
Usually, the traditional furniture manufacturer is produce the goods before selling it, and the factory is separate the product into the standard one or not standard one. Furthermore, only the standard product could be put in the mass production, while the not standard one can only be produced individually or in a small batch. However, in Shangpin consists to produce the product which is entirely custom-made based on customers' need. Every single order of the product is different in dimension, different in color. So could you explain how could Shangpin fulfill the custom product in mass production in this production line?
Okay, well, that's a tough question. Well, each order that receives your system will be separated into different sizes and shapes of panels. And then we will combine the same color panels from multiple different orders into one batch for pattern cutting. That is to say, each panel is non-standard, but the cutting plan of each board will be optimized through more than 20,000 calculations, which can not only improve the material utilization, but production efficiency. In addition, it also solves the problem of mass production of customized products. See, our production process is divided into 7 major processes: cutting, edge bending, drilling, cleaning, inspection, assorting, and packaging. And next, we'll continue to look at our cutting process.
Sure.
Now we're at the cutting area. For traditional furniture factories, they will need to manually input cutting data, but our cutting program has been transmitted to the machine through the central server. According to the instructions of the machine, the workers can start to cut the board. For traditional factories, it is workers directing machine, which creates low efficiency and a high error rate. While our factories, it is machines direct workers for work, which results in high efficiency and low error rate. At the same time, it achieves the low requirement for workers.
All right. So how much will be the material usage?
With the help of the mixed production scheduling model and the self-developed pattern cutting system, the material utilization rate can reach up to 93%. And don't underestimate the increase in the utilization rate, because every 1% increase in utilization rate can save about 10 million RMB cost.
Wow, very nice. So let's move to the next stage. Are we coming to the edge bending process?
Yes, you're right. So now we're at the edge bending area. The devices that we have seen are all imported from Germany Homag. Here you can see that we connect 4 machines that we can edge bending the 4 edges of the panel at one time. We use the thick edge bending of Reihau from Germany. The glue it is from Germany Jowat. And the edge bending machine is also come from Germany to ensure the best product quality.
Nice, nice.
All right, now let's take a look at our barcode.
Okay.
See, each panel has its own barcode, which contains all the information we needed. The line here represents the wood grain, and the triangle thing represents the age banding.
Yep.
And scanning QR code, the machine can process it by reading a program from the central server.
So which means the barcodes including all the information for production and distribution, correct?
Yes.
Very nice. And I also know we have an application for the installation. Let's see. I have the application on my cell phone and I open it. I scan the barcode. I can get all the information about the installation. And I can see right here is a panel for the drawer. Very nice, right?
Right, yes, I agree.
So let's move to the next stage, okay?
Okay, let's go.
Now we have come to the drilling process.
Yes, now we're at the drilling process. All of our equipment is basically using the German Homag drilling machines to ensure the high precision of our products. I mean, as you can see, that after edge banding process, the board is automatically transmitted to the drilling machine through the roller. The machine automatically scans and identifies the barcode of the board. The board will be automatically assigned to the next equipment for processing. Originally, a drilling machine required 2 people to operate, but now with the transformation from our engineers, the 6 drilling machines here only need 1 person to operate, which will save the labor cost of 11 workers.
It's really amazing. And all the equipment are transformation and the automatic drilling line are developed by Vision Factory by itself?
Yes, our factory has its own R&D teams, and we have been consistently researching and developing on how to improve the production efficiency and the process.
Okay. Appreciate for the Lee's professional introduction, and I believe our audience are better understand. Okay, Lee, I appreciate for your introduction to Vision Factory today.
Okay, that's not a problem. It's also my honor to introduce Vision Factory to all of you in front of screen. I do believe that after the tour from us, that you guys had a better understanding of our factory, the showroom, and also our intelligent manufacturing system. Intelligent manufacturing system that actually improve the product quality and the material utilization rate. At the same time, it also reduce the labor and the material cost. And this is how we achieve to make the privileged customization available to the majority.
Yes, correct. Nowadays, Shangpin would like to share over 20 years of the experience and technology to all partners in all of the world. During the know-how project, we're sharing the product library, the manufacturing system, the design software, and the operation system. So, through this cooperation, our partner can fulfill the manufacturing, design, and sales of the whole home custom furniture. So, I would like to invite you to conference room to take a look and a further introduction about the know-how project. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, let's go.